what was going on in 2011? The Jonas Brothers were still rocking. Justin Bieber had just appeared and stolen all of our hearts.
You used to call me on my...
Drake, the rapper, Hotline Bling, I remember, because he did the...
10 years ago, Taylor Swift was still country. One Direction was, for the girls, probably the biggest thing.
What about you?
Me, I listened to whatever my sister had on the radio.
Razor phones. You had to have a Razor cell phone your freshman year.
Axe body spray. So like the football team, instead of smelling bad, just smelled like Axe body spray.
Game of Thrones was big back then.
Walking Dead was gigantic.
Movies, the next trilogy of Star Wars did start coming. I'm a Star Wars nerd.
I felt like a big thing for us was like football. Like you knew where you were on Friday night, and that was at the Tampa Catholic football field.
When you're a freshman, you're super nervous, not for the game or the result, but who you were gonna meet there.
Any excuse they had to run a pep rally, they ran a pep rally for it. Tampa Catholic did a very good job at getting the students to support the sports.
Homecoming, prom, always a big deal, always so fun. I'm always proud to say I still have my dress. I took French, so we got to go to Canada. That was a fun trip.
To this day, I know so many random facts about animals, and that is because of zoology and Mr. Jason. And I can, we'll just be having a conversation with my own friend group, and I'll be able to say something very scientific, like a phylum of an animal or something like that, and they're like, how do you remember that? And I said, Mr. Jason did a good job.
Mr. Stearns, which anyone who's watching this from the 2010s, you know Mr. Stearns would give legitimately 5 deans per class, but everyone still liked him.
I always enjoyed English, from English with Mrs. Paytas to Miss Yingling, Miss Flowers. They always just inspired you and wanted you to dive deeper.
Ask for the courage to do what is right and to do what matters.
Dean Page was like 6'6", and he had a gigantic wooden cane/staff. He was the nicest man in the world. Nicest man in the world, Dean Page.
I met my bestest friends at Tampa Catholic. We all met just about like our freshman and sophomore year, and we are still friends to this day. I can still say my dearest friends are the ones I met in high school, and I don't think everyone can say that.
Some of my best friends in the whole world I still hang out with every weekend.
I still have the same friends to this day. It's funny now because they're all getting married, and there's 2 of us that aren't married. I don't have a girlfriend or anything yet, that are just focused on ourselves, and we're starting to get pressure.
My class of 2011, we did have our high school reunion not too long ago, and it was a blast. And it was just so amazing to see, what everyone was doing 10 years later.
It's dramatically different. We have a new administration building. The buildings have been renovated. We have a new gym. But it's really not just about the new stuff. It's just a really awesome vibe.
My faith is a big one, and I just felt that was such a big part of my life and my spiritual connection here, and I've carried that into my life on a regular basis.
It's the fundamentals, it's the building blocks to the rest of your life. They're vital in my life today.